Alright, what's up everybody? It's Bonez88 back again with another Dragon Champs video. And we're just going to discuss some stuff going on currently. Like a lot of people are leaving, a lot of in-game players are leaving Dragon Champions, and we're just going to talk about that, what we think, and what's causing it, and what they could do ahead of time. The main reason I wanted to I wasn't going to make a video about this, but like DB Official, he's a pretty big YouTuber, and he's been playing this, I don't know, probably since the beginning. He's a big reason why I came over, a big reason why Dusty came over, and he quit the other day. And we're also in his guild. So I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't care or don't know, but you know, we're in his guild, so he quit, and I thought that was pretty crazy. We touched on this the other day on one of the videos. I don't remember what, but you know, they were spending all this time trying to lure in new players, but I don't know the stats or anything, but to me, what I've seen, I'm pretty active in the whole community for the most part, and they're losing tons and tons and tons of in-game players, and I don't see that evening out with the new players they're bringing in. So I just feel like they kind of made a mistake. Like this is something they should have done like way down the road. You know what I mean? Like they should worry about getting battlegrounds out faster than worrying about redoing the tutorial and doing voice acting and all that. They should have got Battlegrounds out first, and I think if they would have done that, they would have not only kept their core base of in-game players, but then they could, after that, they'd have a lot more time to work on something like redoing the tutorials and everything. And maybe it's easier than what I think it is, and maybe it doesn't take that long, but I just feel like they're focusing on the wrong things right now. And everyone that's quitting says they love the game. Like it's the same thing every time someone quits. They say they love it, but there's nothing else for them to do. And that doesn't mean that when Battlegrounds comes out, they may come back or whatever. But I mean, if you're losing players, that's not a good thing. And we've talked about this also. Like I am the biggest advocate for this game. Like I don't say negative things about them unless they kind of bring it on themselves. And unfortunately, yeah, they're not giving in-game players anything, and like we can just repeat ourselves over and over again. But it's that simple. Like it's not that hard for them to figure out, or us to figure out, that you got to have something for them to do. And it's sad to say, but a tier 8 raid, which I heard from someone that they're now testing that, but that's not going to bring them back, or it's not going to keep them around unless they just have some really awesome rewards. They better do Gear 12 after Battlegrounds, because like you're saying, it gives you a reason to want to go to Gear 12 because you're competing against other people. But if they do that before, like they seem to be doing everything in the wrong order. What they should have done is they should have had maybe the raid that gives you a little something. I'm talking about the Goblin raid that gives you a little something different to at least spark your interest for a little bit. And maybe that'll keep people around on just long enough to where you can put Battlegrounds out, and then people are happy. I mean, like we've talked about before, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the only reason the fan base is really still around is because of Grand Arena. And that's basically going to be what Battlegrounds is when it comes out for this. And it's crazy, but that one mode has kept people around for a couple of years. If I didn't have Grand Arena, I would probably say I'd quit Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Because after that, you have nothing. So all they need is to get this Battlegrounds out. And, you know, also, you know, we've talked about this. I'm kind of irritated about the whole Kiri being in the Battleground store. Okay, well, I've accepted that. But you know what? And I've asked people, and they've seen him. How many days? Has it been 3 days since the update's been out? And I don't know how many refreshes you get every day, but 3 or 4 shop refreshes. And every time it refreshes, I check. You know, I go through the whole store every time it refreshes, and not once have I seen Kiri. And, you know, I'm sure that's by design, because they don't want people to see her as often, but that's not fair on me. And that's what it's RNG dependent on the shop too. Like, I do not like that. I think if you're going to have someone in the shop, it should be every time it refreshes, they're there. And I don't know if Galaxy of Heroes does it, but Strike Force does do that, where there's several certain stores that it's RNG dependent on who shows up. And if it is, what am I trying to say? If they do that, it shouldn't be RNG. It should be the same for everybody. You know what I'm trying to say with that is, like, one person shouldn't get to see Kiri and another one shouldn't. If they're gonna switch in and out every refresh, it should be the same for everybody. And that also gives whoever gets the good RNG the advantage of getting Kiri faster. And also I want to say is I don't have Kiri at all except for 4-star, and I'm working on her, maxing her out. But if you have a Kiri with buff and the other team doesn't, that's an automatic loss as far as I'm concerned, because she's almost just as badass as any other character on there. And it's just because she's so tanky and she keeps that taunt going for so long that by the time you get around her, you're screwed. And that drives me nuts. At our stage in the game, there's nothing to do. And that's why Battlegrounds is so important for them, so that they when they release this, it gives us something to do so they can work on other stuff. And by the time we're kind of getting bored of just that, they can keep releasing stuff. And that's just the most important thing for them right now, and they need to get on it, And testing hasn't even started yet. Even if it's, and they need to. You need to be getting Battleground currency daily. That's what it shouldn't take 2 weeks. And give us something new. Give the in-game players something to do, and Battlegrounds will be that. The new one coming out, that's what it's going to be. But the question is, are they going to get it out in time? Once again, this isn't made to be a negative video. It's just, me and Dusty and people like us, we love this game. We want to keep going in there. We, like he said, if there was stuff to do, and not much, it's free advertisement when it comes from us. Like, we're not getting paid or anything, but we're out there saying you guys need to play this. But instead people are leaving, and that's not a good thing. And those kind of people are going to be like, those people that left, when other people ask them like, oh, why'd you leave or whatever, well, they're going to say, well, there's nothing to do. And then what new players are going to want to go and play that game if there's nothing to do? Thank y'all for joining us, and hopefully things get a little bit better. Hopefully when Battlegrounds come out, things will go better, and things will look better for this game, because we do love this game. We're not trying to harp on it or make it look bad. It's just there's some things they need to adjust, some things they need to add, and things will be fine at that point. But we'll see. Hopefully it comes out at least in the next month. They need to start testing, because that's a long time even. So hopefully things get better, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.